Hello and welcome to episode 152 of Comics with Stevey D. I just finished my Halloween show. The shows the last two videos I did, and now I'm moving on. And I got an A-OK from my buddy Adam of Up and Adam. And one of the books he gave me was number 6 of Batman Killing Time. This was an A-OK. So I have all 6 issues. So now I've been waiting to read this story for a long time. So now I have them all and I can read them. There's the first one. Here's a cool Catwoman. I think that's Catwoman. And here's the Riddler and then a couple other Batman villains. I'm a Marvel guy, so I don't know them. But here's a real cool. Here's my favorite cover of the bunch. He's fighting a couple of tigers. Batman. Isn't that a cool cover? And now he's fighting. Here's one of these sideways printed comics. Pretty cool. And number 6, the one I received from my buddy Adam. All right. And I said, Adam, let me give you some money for the books and the postage and all that. And he says, nope. Draw me a picture of Dr. Doom, since he's a Dr. Doom art collector. So I drew him 2 or 3 Dr. Doom pictures and sent them to him. So I'm happy like that. All right. Now the next ones he sent me were the Avenger Spotlight. Yep. And the ones he sent me were 23. And this is a cool one. 35. Which completes. I should have called this completing runs. So I'm going to put these in to artists to show you the books. All right, Avengers Spotlight started at 21. And Solo Avengers started at 1. So here, Hawkeye is the star of these with guest superheroes throughout. Facing, here's the Swordsman. It's 22. And the one he sent me, 23. And 24. Here's a cool one. 25. Another cool comic. Here's the Iron Man one. 26. And 27. And I like this era of the Avengers comic books. 28. There's Mockingbird. I really like her. And Battle's Claw in this one. Iron Man. And that's 30. 31, U.S. Agent. Here's a cool moon cover of Hawkeye and the moon silhouetted. That was 32. Here's the real cool line work on this one. 33, 34. The U.S. agents and a little run of them. And now he's got the high-tech suit in 36. And Dr. Druid, 37. What else I like about these, they're a one-and-done book. This is a really quaint book about Tigra being turned into a cat. And a cat lady finds her. It's a real cool story. And she nurses her back to health. And here is the Black Knight, 39 and 40. So that completes my Avengers Spotlight, which is real cool. All right. Always to complete a run, you feel satisfaction. And now the 35 I left out, and that goes in there. All right. So on my little check-off list, the ones I'm going to order after this show, I'm going to go to my comic, and the ones that are square, I'm going to order. So I got 2 books to order, it looks like. Everything's checked off, and the circles were books that Adam had sent me. So that's cool. Now, here's the solo Avengers he sent me. He sent me with Wonder Man 13. He sent me 2 copies of 16. And one is just as good as the other. Really good shape for as old as they are. And 17. So now with the ones I have, I only need 2. 23 and 35. Which, no, he sent me those. I'm looking at the wrong one. 10 and 14. Them are the ones I'm going to order. So I got them in the square so I don't order the wrong ones, which I've done before, but I don't want to do this time. Okay. Now here's Solo Avengers 1 through 20. Here's 1. 2. I store these with my Avengers West Coast. West Coast Avengers. Here's 3. Batroc. I looked up how to say that in French. Batroc. He's the kicker. And here's the Black Knight, number 4. Down at the bottom, you can see the Black Knight. Looks like he's battling another knight. And I think this is the trick shot. Might have been the guy that trained Hawkeye in the circus. I gotta read that one and remember. Ooh, that's a cool skull cover with the Scarlet Witch. Here's a cover. 6. I like this one because of the Falcon. He goes from small to big. But the rest of the cover, they could have... a Red Skull just doesn't look right. You know, it's not the Red Skull. Here's Black Widow. Here's a real cool cover with the spider web and Hawkeye. Dr. Pym down at the bottom in the red. That's his Avengering outfit when he quit being Ant-Man and the Wasp. And Hawkeye and Hellcat. Mad Dogs and Mystery Men. Number 9. Now, I do need 10. Yep, 10 is the one I need. And I got 2 11s. Doubles. And here's the Abomination. Look at that monster right there. And then Adam sent me, that was 12. He sent me 13. Let's see. 2 Titanic Tales. Holocaust in Hollywood and a battle with the Bullet Biker. That's a cheesy one. But they all can't be masterpieces. And that was 13. He did send me 11 too. The Submariner, and Doc Ock is the villain. And 14, I think, is the one I need. Yep, it's in the square. So I'm going to order that today. And here's 15. Hot Dog Man. Just joking. I don't know who he is. Got to read it. And here's 16. I got doubles on this one too. And 18. 19. And here's a cool monster. The Plant Man. And he's controlling the monster's plants. And down at the bottom, Bad Moon on the Rise. Must be the same artist that drew the Falcon, you know. That's the Moon Dragon outfit that I liked. Okay, I'm going to double check the ones to make sure. I think I might be missing one in there that I didn't mark right. So I'll double check those before I place my order. And I just want to thank Adam again for digging these up. He says when he finds out what other people like and need for their collection, he'll run out and get them and do a trade or a barter or commissioned artwork, whatever that stuff is that I do. But I'm just very happy to complete the Spotlight, and only need a couple of books to complete all 40 of them, and then I completed Batman Killing Time. And he also sent me some Huntresses that I'm working on. He sent me 3 Huntresses. I almost forgot them. Here's 5. She's my favorite DC superhero heroine. And she's saving this, looks like a boy, a teenager, from the fire. And everybody's got a hold of her cape, her legs, her arms, her hair. She ain't getting out of that one. She probably will. So that's the Huntresses. So thanks again, Adam, for helping me complete some of my runs and get real close to completing some. So I have a little order, and I'm going to order The Death of Captain Marvel when I order those other books. It's been in my cart forever, and since I only have a few books to order, I'm going to get that one, and then I'll have Solo Avengers and Avengers Spotlight, and I'm going to check up on my Huntress too, see if I can finish her off. Then I've completed 3 runs in a mini series, so that would be great as a year-end goal, reaching my goal of completing those runs. And I don't know which one I'm going to start. I'm going to think about it for a while. I'm going to get a realistic books that I can collect and hopefully find in the dollar bins or reasonably priced. You know, I'm not looking for grails or anything. I got my Captain America and I got my Iron Man. Those are my grails enough for me. And I got my Midnight Suns I collected a couple of years ago. So I heard they might be making a movie. I'm not sure about that. But if they do, I got all the books that lead it up to the Midnight Suns run and then that run. So hopefully that will increase in value. Not that I'm ever going to sell them, but you know, you always want to think your collection is growing, and not only in character but in value. So with that, I want to thank Adam again, and I hope he gets his artwork in the mail pretty soon. And with that, enjoy your comic book pursuits. Take care.